Underpinning 2008, when we were really busily and hard at work trying to get Graham, World's Fastest Blind Runner, onto the stage and to be the success that it ended up being by going through to the All England Theatre Festival's final, rumblings were going on because our school, Oaklands Community School, was well under threat and there was a battle to take it over. And that battle was won by Oasis Community Learning. And with the arrival of them, news came to me that they were probably going to disband OYT, Oaklands Youth Theatre, kind of one of the big assets of the school. It was horrifying. It didn't distract us from what we were doing, and we kept on, and we won through to the English final. I would think, you know, what better message can you give people than we're doing this production? But of course, no one from the senior echelons of Oasis came to see what we were up to in this production. They did see another one, but not this one, and this was the mainstay of that year. So I got loads and loads and loads of people writing to me saying we want to save OYT, and it was a wonderful, reaffirming of what I'd been doing at Oaklands for the many years I'd been there. And a lot of this is going to be quite, if you're not a drama teacher, you're probably not going to be interested, because it's just some of the lovely things that people said. And if you want any kind of justification as to why a youth theatre is a good thing to have in a school, go no further than this post. So I'm going to start off. This is in no particular order, so it's just as it appears on the sheet. And I've only highlighted certain bits, and I could have read the whole thing. So this is one of the girls who was at this point still in youth theatre. When we first started drama, I hated it, but gradually I started to love drama more than anything else. As I started to enjoy school life more, home problems started to increase. My mum had cancer, lost all her hair, and became a very weak person. This inevitably affected my school life. Drama gave me the ambition to be someone if I tried hard enough, and it really helped to become more and more ambitious and creative. I had to watch my mum die slowly before my eyes. She was bedbound for 2 years, and at the end started to lose her mind, which is when you're 14 is the worst thing that can happen. I'm now happily settled with foster parents, but I've continued to return to OYT even though it's about an hour's journey from where I live. I've seen it change so many people, giving unruly kids a sense of determination to make a better life for themselves, and shy people a sense of involvement and the feeling of being part of a team and best at acting. Please, OYT has to continue. This is another one from Kirsty Housley. She explains who she is and what she's doing, and quite an amazing thing. I'm writing this email from Tokyo, where I'm currently assisting Simon McBurney for Théâtre de Complicité. I was a member of OYT from 1990 to 1994, and without it, I would not have had the confidence to take a GCSE in drama or an A-level in theatre studies, let alone try to forge a career as a director. Over the past few years, for me, theatre is about engaging your imagination, and that is exactly what OYT did. I think many other youth theatres and theatres fail to do this. They try only to make things real, and they forget that real and truthful are not the same thing. So, through OYT, I found a space to engage my imagination. And once you begin to do this, then the possibilities of what can happen, both in that theatrical space and also outside it, become much broader. The style of OYT shows were way more sophisticated than many professional productions I've seen since. They rely on a company and an ensemble mentality, meaning everyone working as a collective. I really don't know what I would have done without it. It taught me so many skills I use today, and it still has an influence on how I make work, and more importantly, who I am. I mean, as a youth theatre director, you can't hope for anything more than this. And this from a lad called Dave Jones, who wrote to me, and you'll see him in the Stop the Traffic YouTube broadcast that I'm going to be doing later next week. OYT is an amazing organisation run by passionate and inspirational people. It's like a family that anyone can join. What a lovely expression. It's a supportive environment that really nurtures students' lives and talents. To have a group like this is a blessing to Oaklands and has brought the best out of people for decades. Not only does it achieve great results on stage with published plays and awards to boot, but it also achieves great results in bringing people together in a very, very positive way. I don't know any school who has something this special at their disposal. My name is Dave Jones. I'm 22. I joined OYT in year 9. I was a fairly shy student who had a small group of friends and little chance to express myself and meet people. I was welcomed into OYT like nothing else I had done, or in fact have done since. There is so much energy and enthusiasm in OYT that it almost feels like a real living entity. It has affected my life, as it has for hundreds of others, in a hugely positive way. It brought me out of my shell, both as a performer and as a person. It would be a travesty if the youth theatre did not continue, and its effect on the school, the pupils and the community should not be underestimated. I would happily get involved in meetings and events to help OYT and defend it with all I've got. The next one from a lady called Jem. I still found myself now, 16 years later, telling people stories about OYT productions I saw when I was at school. I remember being so moved by them and also proud to go to a school which could produce such quality productions. She talks specifically about Too Much Punch for Judy. OYT is something that Oaklands offers that no other school in the area can match. You should be very, very proud of that. Good luck with everything, Mark. This is Louise Harvey. She was not from Oaklands, she was from a Romsey school, but she was one of the rare people who came into the youth theatre and joined our community. OYT was an integral part of my teenage years. I performed in a number of youth theatre productions, increasing my self-confidence and public speaking skills. These elements, combined with the pressure of spontaneous improvisation shows, enhanced a number of the skills needed to do my work as a barrister today. I was offered opportunities that many young people can only dream of, performing in local festivals at the Edinburgh Fringe and the National Student Drama Festival. One bilingual production we did even led to a French tour. That was Channel of Love. I still have a number of close friends that I made in my youth theatre days, and Louise and I are still regularly in contact, and with Carly as well. The plays tackle high-profile current issues. Myself, aged 13, recognised a friend's anorexia, having seen Hard to Swallow performed that same year. My days of performing with the youth theatre came to an end when I left the area for uni. However, my links with them remain, and they remained throughout. I go to see performances and indeed travel to Edinburgh specifically to see them perform at the Fringe in 2006 when we did Sequin Suits. I always leave feeling proud that I was a member of such a successful youth theatre group. I don't think Louise read that review that we talked about in the Sequin Suits report. And with a sense of sadness that I am, and she puts in brackets, nowhere near, young enough to still be a remember. I mean, thank you, Louise, again. Just uplifting in these times when we were thinking, we're seriously under a threat. And why can't they see that this is important? Oakland's drama department, this is someone else, and youth theatre had a profound impact on my life. So I was shocked and saddened to hear of the possible changes by Oasis. I became involved with Oakland's youth theatre over 11 years ago, and I'm still a member now. When I first began, I was very shy, unconfident, and not a particularly good performer. Despite all of this, I felt welcome. I was given the time and help to improve. During this time, I've developed confidence, social skills, teamwork, and whilst enjoying every second. I've realised I would like to teach drama myself and have been accepted onto a university course and offered work with the professional theatre company, Stopwatch, who offered lots of OYT people work. I'm certain none of these options will be available to me were it not for Oakland's drama department and its dedicated staff. There are not enough words to express my gratitude for what Oaklands and its youth theatre has done for me. I do hope Oasis can continue to offer its students the same opportunities. I'm seeing that this is going on, and it deserves longer, so I'm going to make a part 2 of this report, and you'll see what happened. But as I read it, I'm aware that in the long run we failed, because when I left, the year after I left Oasis, what happened was a tragedy, but they let the whole thing go, and just through a lack of care. But I'll come back tomorrow and do some more reading, and then let you know what we did, which saved it in the short term.